Hey, what up, race fans? Total Control 871 coming to you tonight with the latest edition of Headline News. We got some news coming to us from the economic sector, but before I get started, I think I need to crack open a little bit of a cold one. So, excuse me while I twitch up a little liquid couragement. Not too bad. Uh, Open, please. Much better. Okay. What are we talking about tonight? Let's see. We got CBS Philly. CBS Philly. Excusez-moi while I move our camera out the way. All right. This piece is entitled America's Top 10 Job-Killing Companies. Job-killing companies. Sounds rather ominous. Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders have slammed Carrier for cutting American jobs. In February, Carrier made headlines for announcing it would eliminate 1,400 jobs from a plant in Indiana and move them to Mexico. I do indeed remember that headline. The thing that stuck out about me about that headline, even though I am still very much indeed an obese man, um, the thing that I couldn't help but marvel in. I'm trying not to say the word revel because I don't want to like sound too hung up on myself, but because of the black writer back here, one of the very first things that will change about you even before weight loss will be your metabolism. Meaning that if you are the one and only person that regularly cycles in your house, you will be at war with other persons in your house over the control of the thermostat. Uh, I'm very much indeed bundled up, as you can see. This bundling that you see me in, you're probably going to see me like this until late June, believe it or not. I know a lot of people will start to strip down to their shorts. They've already begun to strip down to their shorts. Whether they are premature in their summer celebrations or not. But the point is that once you begin cycling, it will definitely cause you to regulate your body temperature much, much easier. So not only will you save money in the gas tank by cycling, you will also save money uh, in your heating and cooling bill. Your body will regulate its temperature. Much more easier. Trump goes on to brag about how much crap that he bought, whatever. Sanders said Carrier has betrayed its own workers and betrayed the consumer of the country who bought their products because you say betray, but this is frankly, it's been going on forever. Um, what do you expect Carrier to do? I can get this stuff done for a fraction of the price. Um, I know I saw a great deal of Verizon workers on strike, all over the country. I've already made my thoughts clear on unions. I don't re- they don't Unions have run amok. Unions used to be a very good thing, but they've run amok. They've become decadent in their own power, in their own muscle. It's not just simply fighting for a living wage anymore. It's fighting for a wage that keeps them in, multi cars, both his and her Hummers. Um, you know, hey, and of course, unions are the high wage, high job security unions. they are notoriously middle-class, white, nepotistic. Those are the type of people that tend to secure them. White middle-class nepotism. Now, if anything, the only thing that counterbalances any of that is that, when their children go off to college, there's a great deal of grants that their children do not qualify for. So, granted, they have to pay a great deal more than the poor minority child will have to pay. You know, many minorities won't have to pay much at all, while the middle class white will have to pay. Still, nevertheless, that doesn't change the fact that they earn a great deal of money. Um, anyway, more on that in just a bit here. All right, let's see. For all the attention Carrier has received, it's hardly the biggest job-killing company in America in 2016. It doesn't even rank the top 20 according to the latest tally from the staffing firm Challenger, Gray, and Christmas. That's a hell of a name. Challenger, Gray, and Christmas. Wow. These U.S. jobs are going away. The U.S. jobs disappearing right now are mostly in energy and retail. Oh my God, sorry. I'm gonna need to take a swig. You might have to do a little bit of digging in my page here, but you might want to go back to some of my previous headline news uploads. I spoke about the fiscal backdraft. People, I was not shitting you. Energy and retail. People are learning to get along without this shit. I gave my metaphor analogy about the Star Trek episode, the drug dealer planets. I wasn't making this shit up. I wasn't talking out of my ass. People have been pushed to extremes, be them white or black, middle class, low wage, whatever. Everybody in America has been forced to get along with less. That's my point here. If you don't walk away with nothing else on this particular story today, walk away with that. Everybody in America has been forced to get along with less. And yeah, this is the end result. People don't want the shit. They're breaking away from their shopping addictions. It goes on to say, the top job cutter so far in 2016 is National Oil Well Varco, a big supplier of equipment used in oil and natural gas drilling. Yeah, I know. People are getting away from big oil and things like that. It goes on to talk about, let's see, it says the energy sector dominates the list. The dramatic plunge in the price of black gold has decimated the profits and jobs at oil companies. It then segues into our retail. Walmart takes the second spot according to the Challenger Gray. In January, Walmart announced it was closing 269 stores, impacting up to 16,000 associates, about 10,000 of which are in the U.S. The discount retailer is reacting to a dramatic shift by customers who are buying more online. I think you also mean buying less shit. Yeah, but, I'll pause on that for a moment. Definitely. I do a lot of my shopping online. I just purchased 4 brand new tires for the Black Rider, 4 Schwab Marathon tires. Like I said previously, the back tire here, it's got a laceration. I'll do a video on it later and whatnot. But the point is, I purchased 4 tires. The retail on that at its discount because, you online, I am what they would call a gold member, Bike Tires Direct, whatever. And so I get a discounted rate on my tire. Normally the tires are about $50 each. I got mine for 47, although the week prior it was down to 44, but I didn't have any money then, so anyway. But because I was able to cash in a great deal of loyalty reward points, I cashed in like 1,300 loyalty reward points, and long story short, my bill went from $188 down to $75. I got 4 Marathon Supreme Plus tires for $75. That's a hell of a deal. And of course, I got that online, tax free. Oh, take a swig on tax free, baby. Oh, fuck yeah. So yeah, they go on to talking about here, pink slips are often blamed on restructuring. Yeah, I know a thing or two about that. Which usually means slimming everything down. People want less, they're getting by with less. What can I say? So there you go. While companies are cutting, it's important to remember that the U.S. I wonder if the person typing this drivel said this shit with a straight face. Let me read this. While some companies are cutting, it's important to remember that the U.S. continues to add about 200,000 jobs each month. Right. Here are the jobs. What is this? Here are the year's top 10 jobs. Top 10 jobs. National Oil Well, Varco's, 18,000 job cuts. These are cuts. 18,000 jobs cut. Walmart, 16,000 lost. Schlumberg, 12,500. The reason, low oil prices. Oh my God. Looks like the Schlumbergs aren't feeling the fiddler on the roof effect here. Intel. Wow. 12,000 jobs. Reason, restructuring. Halliburton, 10,200. Reason, low oil prices. Yeah, the National Oil Well, Varco, that's 17,850 jobs. They cut. That was for low oil prices as well. Uh, Dell, 10,000. Reason, restructuring. Chevron, 7,500. Reason, low oil prices. Buffett's LLC, they own restaurants, 6,000. Reason? Bankruptcy. Yeah, well, people are. Hey, I just went shopping at Walmart, where I bought a box of burgers, frozen burgers for $7.50. Why am I going to continue restaurant? You know how much a burger would cost at a restaurant? Tip and all that shit. Anyway. Devron Energy, 6,000. Reason, low oil prices. DuPont, 6,000. Jobs cut. Reason, merger with Dow Chemical. Yes, I did indeed hear about that a while ago. They merged with Dow Chemical. So there you go, everybody. The fiscal backdraft has indeed come to full fruition. Just put our camera back. Fiscal backdraft, it's still going. People are learning to get by with less. They're making do with less. Whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I spoke also about how my Republican friend, even he, Republicans, they're a trip. I'm going to talk about Republicans too later in a different blog. But, that they publicly bash solar, wind, and all this alternative fuel. But then they very quietly purchase it for their own houses and things like that. But anyway, so that's what's going on. The fiscal backdraft is still very much indeed in full swing. Everyday Americans are learning to get by with less, and it's only going to continue to snowball. You can't exactly continue to pay people stiflingly low wages. Continue to raise income tax, property tax. Oh my God, the travesty that has unfolded in Atlantic City. That's, My God. You know, and that kind of cancer, it's only going to get worse, especially if Trump is looking to bring that fucking bastard Christie on as vice president. Whole nother blog. All right, guys, there you go. That's what's going on. Total Control 871. Yo, you're gonna need a fucking good stiff drink before this presidency is over. Take it easy.